Hello, good morning. So, our discussion for today is not really a discussion, but rather I will introduce you to our general course description, requirements, and then the grading system for this first quarter. Firstly, I will be your teacher for Earth Science intended for grade 10. This subject focuses on the effects of the plate tectonics. And likewise, we will begin with a brief history of plate tectonics, evidences that support the plate tectonics, other theories associated with plate tectonics, followed by the characteristics and properties of plate tectonics. Landforms form on each boundary. Now, for the requirements, basically, I will require you to fill up or rather answer all the learning activity plan that I will be sending to you for this succeeding days. Likewise, I will be posting some exercises on our Google Classroom. So please check your email from now on. And then the next would be attendance during online classes. So that would be some of my requirements on our subject. Now, for the grading system, there are no changes at all on our grading system, such as last year, we will have 40% for the written, 40% for the performance, and then another 20% for the periodical exam. The written, as I may reiterate to you, is composed of or will be coming from the quizzes, of course, our learning activity plan that I will be sending to you weekly, and then some exercises from book. Some are actually coming from our Google Classroom. And then for the performance task, I will be requiring you to recite every now and then during our Google Classroom. This will be my chance to check you if you are really attending my class. And then I will be having some group works and then projects, of course. So you will be expecting that I will be asking you to pass projects individually, and of course, just like last year, we will have projects which is actually graded by group. And then lastly, for the grading system, we will be having the periodical exam. Of course, we will have this rules because we will have a different and a new platform that we will be using this year, which is actually Google Classroom or online classroom per se. So firstly, we will still have our prayer, of course. It will be alphabetically arranged with respect to the prayer leader chosen per day. And then next would be on time. So respect our time, your classmates' time, as they prepare for the schedule, specifically on my subject. So I am not expecting you to be late on my subject. I am expecting you to be ready on my schedule. Next would be no screenshot. Please do not screenshot faces of your teacher as a respect to me and likewise to your classmates. Please do not do that. And then, but of course, you are allowed to have a screenshot of our PowerPoint if I will be presenting some PowerPoint. Next, of course, be on proper uniform. So, just like the discussion of Ma'am Tamayo, you will be asked to wear your proper uniform, just like what we are having or just like what we are used to when we have our face-to-face classroom discussion. Next would be respect my time, which is my schedule on your class. Beyond it, I can still entertain, of course, but please do not expect that I would reply with urgency because I still have some classes from 1:30 to 2:30, likewise up to 3 p.m. I will still have to attend to some grade 10 classes. So please do expect that I will not answer you right away if you have some queries about the learning activity plans or some activities on our Google Classroom. Next is, if I will ask you to turn on your video, please do so. Because this is actually a requirement to us as a way of checking our attendance. It is also a way of the admin, specifically the principal's office, on checking the attendance of the teachers if they are actually doing their Google Classroom together with their students. So please, if I ask you to open your video, please do so. Next would be my FB page, of course. It's not my platform on reaching to you. It is still the Google Classroom, which will be our official way or platform on reaching to one another. So if you have some questions, if you have some suggestions, or basically if you have some questions about the Google Classroom activities, learning activity plans, or sheets that I will be sending to you weekly, the official platform or way of communicating to me is through the Google Classroom, or likewise you may use your email. Please do recite when I ask you to recite, so please be ready with your mic. It is my way of checking if and ever you're still with me the entire 1 hour class. Next, when I have games from Kahoot or other educational games, please do join, for some of it are actually graded. So some of my games, just like what we are doing inside the classroom, some of it are actually having an additional points on your class performance. So you can still reach out to me for some other queries. Kindly maximize the usage of your Google Classroom. So just like what I've said a while ago, it is only the Google Classroom which will be our official way of getting in touch with one another. That's all. Let us not make this pandemic a hindrance to empower ourselves through education. Rather, let us make use every and each minute worthy, for some are actually struggling, suffering, or even dying. Please be a good steward of God's resources. Thank you and good luck to all of us.